What you're gonna ask right before we start the podcast?
Because that's what we do sometimes. I'm just curious.
Yeah. No, I'm big chilling.
Yeah.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2. Welcome everybody to A Side of Fries. My name is Alex Shamel. I'm your host here, and today I've got two of one of my closest friends in the comic scene. I've done comedy ever since like 2 years ago with these gentlemen, and like I said, they've just been super cool with me like the entire time. They run a podcast called Them Broads on Spotify. Fucking hilarious. Everybody should go see that. Please welcome Chris Rivoli and Jack Chrissy.
Hey.
How are you doing, Alex?
I'm doing all right, guys. How y'all feeling today?
Thank you for the intro. That was great.
Absolutely, dude. I mean, dude, homies get a well-deserved intro.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
How's your New Year starting? How's everybody feeling so far?
Same old. Working at a job.
What do you mean same old? You're going to Thailand? You're running 18 shows?
What are you talking
You're smoking
about?
cigarettes backwards? You're
Yeah.
a new
Okay, it might be true. That is what I'm doing. But that is the same old.
Is it?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to Thailand in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And
Have you heard about this?
So
This is big news.
So when I was listening to the podcast, I heard you guys mention that Jack was going to Thailand, and at first I thought that was like a bit, and then
don't worry. So did everyone else.
and then like the next episode, y'all like dig deeper into that, and I was like, oh shit, he might be legit.
to be fair, I think Chris thought it was a bit because on a previous podcast, I insisted that I was moving to New York City with Jim Payne for a month.
Yeah.
Which turned out to be bullshit. I told him, if you move to New York City with Jim Payne, I'll pay you $1,000 because I knew it wasn't going to happen. And he was convinced it was going to happen. And then, a month later, Jack was like, okay, so that's not happening, but this is happening. I'm going to Thailand.
Yeah.
And I said, I will believe it when I see it. But now you bought your plane ticket and you got a passport, which is
That's
not
big.
easy to get, So good for you.
Thank you.
So how did that come about? Like, who reached out to you?
Isn't that the most Jack Chrissy thing ever? I'm gonna go to Thailand.
Fellas,
Also,
please.
not for a week. You're going for,
2 months.
which is so long.
That sounds like fun to me.
That's almost an entire summer's length.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
like studying abroad, like halfway, like
Yeah.
just like a demo of like
Right.
studying abroad, but like Thailand. That's fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
So, I'll be
Well-
in Bangkok for 2 months, and I'm going over there because my friend Lex.
You going to Bangkok? Is that what you're?
Hey, oh my God. Hey,
There he
listen.
is.
First of all, I'm not going to Bangkok. I'm going to Chicago for that. No, I'm going to Bangkok for 2 months because my buddy Lex opened up a comedy club there, and I'm going to be playing it. It's called the Comedy Joint Khao Sun. It's on Khao Sun Road, and it's a really nice comedy club in like a tourist district of Bangkok.
Oh,
So I'll be playing to like Westerner audiences mainly, as well as Thai people.
holy shit, that's awesome, actually.
I'm really stoked.
Yeah, I don't know what. Well, because anytime I hear a Thailand, I just think of like like fucking
Kickboxing.
Yeah, or-
Muay Thai and super spicy.
I only learned last
Like-
week they do Muay Thai over there.
Yeah.
I didn't know
It's
that.
huge. I mean,
I'm going to go to some of those matches.
I'm not from there, but I've heard
Yeah.
Muay Thai is.
yeah. It
So like people move to New York and LA for stand up in
Right.
Chicago. Muay Thai is like, if you want to learn how to do that, you go there out of anywhere.
So maybe I'll learn Muay Thai while I'm over there.
They would teach it to you easily, yeah.
but that shit's really hard because like you gotta be like
Can't be that
like,
hard.
incredibly flexible. You got to have a lot of dexterity. Like you got to, like there's a lot of shit that goes into that because it's a lot of like flipping. And,
I
like,
used to
kicking.
get complimented on my dexterity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have a deficit of dexterity. Maybe just strength.
What if you get to Bangkok and he's like, all right, I got one 5-minute guest spot on Thursday, and that's it.
I don't know.
Fly all the way there.
I think I'd go to the U.S. Embassy and be like, help, I'm a stranded stand-up comedian, and I need to get back to Raleigh this instant.
yeah. No, you won't though. You'll be.
No, I'm being taken care of.
Yeah.
Or if that does happen, you could just come back as like a world-renowned like Muay Thai star for 2 months.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think we discussed this on our podcast
Okay.
yet. This has been the best thing I've heard in weeks. You said this to me like right after our last podcast, so we haven't talked about it yet. So he's going to Thailand in February?
February
to April.
Okay.
Me and my girlfriend are going to Italy
right
in March just for vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So I told Jack, I was like, that's cool because like in March I'll be in Europe. And he was like, you know what you should do? Since you're already in Europe, you should fly to Thailand. And I was like, I don't think you're understanding. Even though I'm in Europe,
yeah, you'll be on the same continent.
So far away from you.
Well, Chris, you do know that's the same landmass.
Correct.
Eurasia.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm saying that if Chris is really my friend, then he should get a layover in Bangkok and we can go, to a Muay Thai fight or do a bunch of drugs. What do you like to do?
It's like if we drove to like Chapel Hill. That's how he's talking about it.
Yeah.
He's like, no, yeah, just you're already on the land.
Yeah, let's do a mic at the pit. Come on, Chris.
Yeah,
Come over here. Hey.
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty insane. I mean, but would you rather go to Thailand or would you rather
Italy is going to be way
go
more
to Italy?
fun. I'm going to my homeland. I'm going to
Your
cry.
homeland?
I'm going to
Wait. You're telling me you're Italian?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know?
I thought you were from the Bronx.
Johnny.
Oh.
I am, but if you go back enough.
Hey, what's that baguette in your pocket? You excited?
Yeah. So yeah, that will be fun.
So how long are you going to be in Italy?
Like 10 days.
10 days?
Yeah, we're going to go to Rome, and then we're going to go to Florence, and then we're going to go to Bologna, and then we're going to go to Venice.
Okay, just take out the stop to Bologna and put in Bangkok.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Go all the way.
I mean, it's logical.
Yeah. How's your year? How have you been?
Dude, honestly, this year has already way better than last year.
How many episodes is this on this
This
pod?
is the first episode of the year.
Yeah, but like a total number.
I think we're at like 19.
That's amazing.
Which
I always tell people like anyone who has, and I mean this too, which is crazy. It's like any podcast that has over like 15 episodes. That's like you're putting so much work in, and people don't even realize it. Most people start a podcast and they do like 6 episodes.
Yeah, like for me, like because work had a lot to do with me not being able to put out episodes like every month or like stuff like that, or like even like the recording schedules. Like I'd have to like work around that schedule when I was working at AT&T. And then now that I'm a blue collar worker, I work construction now. I'm back at the electrical field. It's super easy for me to like finally be like, okay, weekends is recording time. That's when I come back in.
I want to say that you are killing it with the show, but I have a question.
Okay.
When you work blue collar construction, does that mean you have to starch the collar blue every day?
I actually don't know where the term blue collar comes from. I think that's just because like back then, like people would wear a lot of like the denim shirts whenever they would work because it's like more durable.
Who wears denim when they work?
Real men.
I mean,
Whoa.
I mean, he got you there.
Are you saying that I'm not a real man, Chris?
No, I'm saying
I own
blue collar
denim.
is something that you type into X-rated websites.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I don't know what that means.
Oh, dude, speaking of X-rated websites.
I was going to say, that's a great
Hell
segue.
yeah.
They outlawed the main dog.
Yeah,
They outlaw.
Yeah, they outlawed.
I'm an outlaw.
Yeah.
I'm looking at porn without putting my ID in.
Yeah.
They made North Carolina even worse to live in because now I can't fucking enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so I'm just going to put this out there. I've gone to the other sites and they just scan your ID and that's it. It feels like you're going to buy alcohol at like a Harris Teeter.
I thought you can just put any other site in and it's fine.
No,
right?
because like dude, like I said, I'm going to put this out there. I went to Pornhub. Pornhub pops up with that video
There's
message.
like a video.
Yeah, with that bitch. And then and then I went to all the other like ones like Tube and shit like that, and they do the same thing. But
Arby's.
Have you noticed that it's only on like the name brand porn websites that you have to put your ID in? You can still bypass that if you go to these like really sketchy ones.
Well, shit.
Jack's on like Target and he's like, big titties. Search.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got OnlyFans. I support locally, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like that. Like,
Hell yeah. I paid for an OnlyFans once.
Yeah, I tried it.
I pay for a couple. It's fine.
I feel bad every time I've paid for an OnlyFans.
Really?
Why? They really want you to pay for it.
Yeah, because it's like if it was a flat rate, I'd be okay with it. Like, okay, here's $15 once for life, and you get to see my whole body as much as you want. But no, it's like pay me for a private video. It's
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
got all that.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah,
Oh,
well,
but,
you
like,
pay and then they
I'm
try to
not
keep
loaded.
it. Yeah.
Some
I'm
some
a
of
blue
those
collar worker.
Right.
Right.
It does get out of hand because you pay and then while you're in it, they're like, if you give me another $1, I'll send you a good morning text. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
or like they'll be like, oh, like my account's $15.99, and then it's like, oh, here's another video for another $15.99. It's PPV, and it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's like that's not what I was here for.
I'm like, where do I pay for you to come to my house and have sex with me? That's but apparently they haven't
And
upgraded.
that's why you're going to Thailand.
No. I'm going to Thailand to do stand-up comedy.
They have an app in Thailand.
Oh, dude.
Well, they have an app?
Yeah.
Like, what's the app?
I don't remember the name, but they'll come to your hotel, ratings and everything.
What?
Holy shit!
On road, you know.
You're going to have, Jack, you're
What
gonna
is
have
this,
a blast.
Instacart?
Pretty much. You're gonna
Is this
have a
like
great time.
Instacart for like bloop pussy,
Well,
you
first
know?
of all, you're gonna have a great time because you get to do your two favorite things. You get to do stand up, and then you get to.
What's my
hook
second
up
favorite
with
thing?
Lady boys.
That's not my favorite thing, Chris. You're misrepresenting
This is
me.
why I think you're gonna have fun because your whole like.
That's my third favorite
I
thing.
feel like your sexuality in the United States is like, hey, sometimes I like dudes, but keep it down. But when you're in Thailand, the world is yours.
No, that's my podcast sexuality.
nice.
My real sexuality.
Is Rodney Dangerfield nice?
Yeah, that's it. I'm in the bedroom. I'm like, I tell you, I don't get no respect. I can't even maintain an erection.
And that's the only way he can come.
Yeah.
And that happens.
Speaking of which, sponsored by Blue Chew. No, I'm kidding.
That'd be a
Chew.
sick sponsor.
Dude, that would be a sick sponsor. I think I got a. Oh, that's another thing too. We got the Bulbox episode we're gonna be working on in like a couple weeks
What's
too.
Bulbox?
Bulbox is like an Asian fusion restaurant. I know the catering manager that works there, and he wants to do some promotion, and so
Nice.
that's super cool.
Congratulations.
You're gonna have him on the podcast?
No, we're just gonna do like a video about the restaurant. Like
What
the
is
food.
Bulbox?
It? Like I said,
I don't know. I mean, I'm happy for you though.
yeah, it's like Chipotle but for Asian food. It's
Nice.
like Korean food. Yeah, so like you'll get like a bowl with like Korean beef, like vegetables.
Aren't
and, like-
Koreans like Korean food has really good fried chicken and ribs, right?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't tried that.
Dude, there's a bunch of good fucking Korean. Well, they're expensive, like obviously because it's
Right.
like high quality like meat. Pause, but it's fire. Like there's a place called Sioux Cafe in Raleigh off of Capitol Boulevard. My favorite fucking place to go get fried chicken, and it's always empty, which sucks because like that place
Yeah.
deserves more business.
I just don't like being on Capitol Boulevard
No,
for
facts.
any reason. You know, it's just the
any
worst
time of the
place.
day. It's the worst place to start. Like driving anywhere. on
But I
Capitol
would
Boulevard.
go there for Korean food. I'm a Japanese food guy,
Yeah.
mainly sushi.
Okay.
Hibachi's cool too.
Sushi rips, yeah.
Did
That's
you?
all I have to say on
You
that.
guys hear what happened to that Sushi 9 restaurant?
Oh yeah, they had an outbreak.
Oh, dude, that shit sucked because I really fuck with that place a
I'll
lot.
say it. I'll put it on blast. I don't fuck with Sushi 9.
Ooh.
Low quality fish,
Okay.
bad prices.
Yeah.
I'm a snob.
Dude, well,
I'll pay top dollar for fresh fish.
I'll tell
Jack,
you,
what are you trying to get this podcast off the air? What are you trying to?
I'll tell you what. Sushi 9 does not have a buy one get one sushi roll
Yeah.
deal, and I think that fucking blows.
I used to only go to places that buy one get one, but then I think it's good to find a place that just has like one sushi roll for one price. It sucks to pay a little more, but like if it's good, I will.
Well, like there's a spot. I don't know if it's still there on Capitol Boulevard or not on Capitol Boulevard on Glenwood Avenue called Sushi Blues.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
That
there.
place.
I used to
They're
DoorDash
great,
that
yeah.
constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like depressed. Like I'll spend $80 and eat sushi in my bed.
That's another thing I stopped doing this year is door dashing.
It's so tough.
Yeah, because like the other day
not
I was
do
like,
it.
man, I really want a fucking bean and cheese burrito, and I was like, nah, I can't.
I
do it.
tried General Tso's chicken for the first time recently.
How was that for you?
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah?
I've been a sesame chicken guy since I was 9 years old.
Well, I was about to say they're kind of
Yeah.
very similar.
Yeah, but no, General Tso's the sauce is better. Yeah, I've converted.
Okay.
Right.
I feel like it's hard to not DoorDash this time of year because it's cold and it's dark. So if you're ever gonna do it, like now's the time to do it. Because in the summer you're like, I could go get this. I'm not as depressed.
Have you like what was the most expensive you've ever spent on like a DoorDash order? Like, because I've reached triple digits before.
Oh, for real?
$800.
No, it hasn't gotten that crazy. I think I spent
I'm
like
just messing.
$185 on like It wasn't just like one spot. Like I remember buying Taco Bell for a party, and then
Mine was $800, but a lady came to my house for some reason. Yeah, it was weird.
wow. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He said, "I'm gonna do that again in Thailand."
You should change the name of this podcast to A Side of 9 Crunch Wraps.
Hey,
I'm just fucking with you.
Dang.
No, triple digits is a lot.
It's a lot. And
Were you hungover?
It was just for me and like a bunch of homies. Like we were just there partying.
that's sick.
Oh, so it was a group.
It was a group thing, but I
Yeah.
paid for it. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
You're
that's what's up.
like when you see a DoorDash ad on YouTube, you're like what's in the ad. Like, this is a guy and he's with his friends and he's going to buy everyone a whole spread. Like, I don't feel like that's ever happened outside of you ordering it, you know? Because usually, right, you're just alone in your house, just like, I don't want to make food. All I have is eggs and pickle juice in the fridge. I have $27 on my bank account. I'm going to make this happen.
Yeah, or like, cause I'll DoorDash pickup, and that's like a easy way to like get the cheaper option. You just go and pick it up,
Yeah.
but then it's just the same as just going there and like waiting.
I like eating food. I'm a big fan.
Same, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my least favorite thing in the world.
Really?
I'm fucking right. I love eating.
Your
Eating's
biggest
great.
thing is bare knuckle boxing.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Chris has been telling me a lot recently about how he's a street fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but keep going.
You wouldn't know it to look at this guy. You'd think
Yeah.
maybe he was a hairstylist.
Yeah, he's prepping whenever he figures out who that anonymous user was on the Triangle.
Yeah,
Comedy
he's got-
Network.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah, that guy.
Yeah, Chris told me he's going to, quote, curb stomp him.
I like what you've been doing. You've just been going up to local comics and you're like,
Yeah.
I heard that was you.
Yeah. You know, yeah. And
Don't say his name.
I'm not going to say his name.
my god.
But he walked
But I
up
think
to
I was right.
He walked up to somebody and he just said the whole thing. He goes, yeah, a lot of people, what did you say? A lot of people have been saying that was you.
Yeah, and the person, and so, they didn't say, what? It wasn't me. They said, who told you that? And I'm
Which
like,
is pretty solid.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Oh shit, dude, that's fucking nuts.
I
Yeah.
love how that really brought us together. Some random guy talking shit.
I mean, that's what always brings us together. Me and Chris aren't going to do it here, but we really spill the tea between us privately, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've been
yeah.
really trying to figure out who wrote that. We've been doing a bunch of research.
Yeah, I tracked their IP address.
CSI.
Why are you getting nervous? Did you write
Did
it?
you write it?
Oh,
Yeah. What's your problem?
Yeah.
I write like, dude. What's funny is that like when I do post, it still doesn't get shit because I'm still like nobody on that page.
Oh,
But, like,
stop it.
Yeah, man, don't say that.
Don't say
well.
that about yourself.
But like,
Listen,
I'm just not like I'm not active on that page at all. But I love reading the fucking tea that like I see
That
on
tea's
there.
great.
Yeah, like
Our Raleigh comedy scene used to never argue. It used to be like Charlotte and Greensboro, I feel like.
And now it's come over here.
Now it's come over here.
yeah. I think because it was like a year ago when now I could say 2 years ago. It was like in January. I saw whenever I forgot who was fighting. It was like Spencer Jordan and Justin against somebody else like a while ago.
Yeah, someone was getting jumped
Yeah.
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah, and I was like at an Olive Garden with one of my old.
I like how you remember the
flings.
restaurant.
Yeah, because like it was such like it was such a character arc because like
Pivotal
that,
moment.
yeah, because that was
Yeah.
also like when
What
I
were
was,
you eating?
Oh, I had a chicken parm. I also
My
got some,
man.
yeah, chicken parm, lasagna frit, and we got the salad and the breadsticks.
Yep. And I was his waiter.
Me and
What did you say? Yeah, you liking these breadsticks? Okay.
me and the bitch that I took out that day. Dude.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, dude,
Whoa.
that's a Tennessee girl.
Yeah.
What did
Yeah.
she do to you?
What do you mean? You didn't hear about the Tennessee church? I'm not trying to explain this story like
I'm
a
sorry.
12th time.
I'm sorry.
No, but
Did
yeah.
it involve Tennessee whiskey?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know that, never mind.
But yeah, like that ever since like that had ever happened, like it just kept getting gradually bigger. Like
Right.
the ferociousness of everybody.
Yeah, I
just,
think
like, going
Facebook
at-
drama is stupid. I think local comedy drama is stupid because it's not even about what they discuss. It's about hearing oneself speak, and it's like I'm this person in this relative to these other people, and I think it's all like an ego game. You know?
Like especially right now where everybody's talking about like, oh, I think these mics are rigged and shit like that. It's like it's not that deep.
Right.
It should never be that deep.
Yeah.
Like,
And the person who's posting about the mics being rigged and the whatever, it's never someone who's like killing on stage. Ever.
Never.
right?
It's never.
Like
No.
It's always anonymous open mic or 27.
Because like I'm finally comfortable at a point in my comedy career where I could say like I get laughs at my jokes, and I'm not saying that out of ego. Like I'm saying that out of facts. Like
I've
you
seen
know,
it.
you could
We've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've seen your progress.
And it's like how can you be up here when your skill is here?
Right.
And then you want to fight back when somebody's like, you're just not there yet. Like,
And also, like, who do you think is reading? Like, the GM of Good Nights isn't reading.
Yeah, no, that's so funny to think like that. Like the booker is gonna see this.
Like, it's the morning paper, and they're like, I
Yeah.
got to do something about
Oh,
this.
I used to work at the morning paper.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they'd be like, "Hey, Chrissy, go get me a coffee."
That one was a big argument, though. And I
What?
think
You're not gonna-
wait, say that again? Sorry.
Yeah, I used to work at the morning paper, the Raleigh Herald.
oh really?
Right? Never mind. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
No, it's okay.
No.
It's all right. You know.
That one did get back to Good Nights, though, because they changed the open mic for a little bit. But anyways.
Oh, really?
Anyways, enough of this dang comedy talk. Let's get what we really got here to talk on about crypto.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
We're big crypto
the
guys.
Crypto Podcast.
Oh shit.
We're starting a crypto podcast.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to be encrypted.
Okay. I'm following.
I don't know anything about crypto. Even when it was big over 2020, I had nothing.
My brother has like 2,000 sunk into Bitcoin, and he refuses to sell. It's like gone straight down since he bought a few years ago.
Oh shit.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
Sucks.
I have no knowledge of crypto. And honestly, anything with like numbers and economics and shit like that, like virtual economics, is like out of my forte.
Numbers are for nerds.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Dorks.
Yeah, I'm not doing math. You think I'm doing math?
What do you think I am? An abacus?
Bruh,
Yeah.
like I already struggle with like budgeting. Like I can't worry about like invisible
Yeah.
money.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you think money's real? Or it's
I
just
think it's insane when like athletes are like, yeah, that $1 million contract, just give it to me in Bitcoin. It's like,
well, who said that?
I don't know the exact name, but there's definitely been athletes.
Was this LeBron James' son?
No, he's smart. But I would never take anything in Bitcoin, even if it
Me
was a
neither.
bunch of money.
What if I can't wait for the future when you do like 10-minute spot at a bar showcase and they're like, here's your pay in Ethereum, right?
Yeah.
Won't that be scary?
That would
Do
be
you think it's
weird.
possible?
Ethereum sounds like a very powerful drug.
Oh, I used to smoke it.
Yeah.
You remember when everybody was on like NFTs and shit like that?
That shit was so
That
dumb.
shit was fucking dumb. Well, I mean, like at first, like when I first heard that concept, I was like, that seems kind of cool. Like that's just like when you go on your Xbox and like buy an avatar for your
Yeah.
fucking profile. Like
It's
that-
basically like a Fortnite skin.
yeah. And I mean, I already spent
Which I would pay for. I just bought an Xbox, and I've been having the time of my life.
on
Oh, yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah, I got an Xbox. Fortnite's free, but I got that. I got Xbox Live, and I got mad at
Oh, yeah.
24.
Why'd you get Xbox Live? You can play Fortnite without it.
You can?
Yeah,
For
because
real?
it's a free game.
Yeah, but you
What?
have to play online, though, I thought.
No,
Really?
because it's free online. Like PlayStation is the same way. I don't have to pay for a
For
PlayStation.
real?
Yeah, you just spent $20 for no reason.
What if me and my friends are playing squads, you can just do that now?
Yeah.
Without,
Because it's Fortnite. Because like Fortnite, this is gonna sound fucking cringe. Fortnite, Among Us, like all these free to play games, you don't need
because
like
it's just through the internet now.
yeah, and they make their money through the skins and stuff like
Xbox
that.
has changed so much. Like,
Hey, I didn't know you guys were a couple of fucking nerds.
Yeah,
Jesus. I don't play video games.
well, it's because you're poor.
What the fuck is that supposed to
These are,
mean?
we're people who have jobs.
Oh, I don't have it. Fuck you. Yeah, Chris has me and Chris did a podcast and he listed out 10 of his goals for the new year. And one of them was go into the office once a week.
That
Oh, really?
That has not happened.
It hasn't happened. See, I don't have one of these work at home jobs where I roll out of bed, I walk 3 paces to my computer and go, oh, my back is killing me.
That's exactly what I do.
Yeah,
every
yeah.
day, yeah. I like your bit about you telling people that I sell fax machines.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
No, people always ask.
And I go, hey, what do you say I sell you a fax machine?
No, people always ask me questions about Chris since we're tight and we do the pod.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But like, I don't want to give information about my friends. So they're like, what does Chris do for work? I'm like, he's in the fax machine business. It's true. Mm-hmm. You look like a type of guy. I show up at my door, be like, hey, you need this fax machine.
Just a shady job.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
When I think of you like working, because you work at home, I think of like, you know, that scene in Wolf of Wall Street where it's like the beginning and Leonardo DiCaprio goes into like that small shop and he's like making that sale and everybody's looking at him. I was like, how the fuck did you do that? That's how I imagine like your job being.
So wait,
Johnny.
you think I'm poor?
No, I don't think you're poor. I think
Yeah.
I think your essence
my essence
is when you get a fat paycheck, you're like, I got 2 options. This can go in my bank account, or I can, for 2 months, go to Thailand.
Yeah. Oh, you're right, actually. That is what I'm doing.
And then you leave like $8 for a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I guess I just won't eat for 8 days.
And that $8 is in my sock usually.
Yeah.
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 Make sure nobody touches it.
That's in your essence, to have money and be like, why would I not spend it all right now?
Yeah, it's a bad habit I have in my life right now. I'm trying to fix it.
Yeah, but you've been making a lot of progress, because you used to, like, that's a bad habit, but that's not the end of the world. Like, your old bad habits were looking at memes blackout drunk on an interstate.
Yeah.
So you're taking huge steps.
First of all, let me correct that a little. That's a fun habit.
Yeah, it's fun when you get home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not so much in the morning when you don't remember what you were doing. You just remember, wow, that was a really good rage comic. I just...
Or while steering a motor vehicle late night.
Yeah, well, you were undefeated until that one night.
Until that one night. Yeah. So I stopped drinking, right?
Yeah.
I have 16 months, no alcohol.
Which, by the way, dude, congratulations.
I'll start drinking again right now. I don't give a fuck.
whoa,
Oh, you guys got some booze? I'll throw it down.
Yeah. We know.
No.
You can't taste it, but there's liqueur syrup in there.
Oh, there's liqueur syrup in
No,
there?
I'm joking.
What are you calling me, gay? Jeez.
Also, I liked. I want to comment. In the intro, you called the podcast "Them Broads,"
Right.
which it's these broads, but "Them Broads" is also pretty
Yeah, I
good.
would
Oh, really?
change it
Yeah.
to them, bro.
Them
shit.
Broads, yeah.
I fucked up. That's my first
Yeah,
L of
them
the year.
broads. We'll
It's okay.
record an episode of us in blackface.
What the fuck?
It'll be them broads.
Whoa.
We'll do.
That's hilarious.
We'll make it dem broads.
Dem broads.
DEM. Hey, these fucking.
Hey, these heifers. Am I right, fellas?
Dude, that last episode you guys put out with Devin is probably one of my favorite ones.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. That's pretty good.
You're
Yeah.
Honestly, Jack, I'm incredibly jealous of the relationship you have with Devin.
Really?
Oh, it's an amazing.
Oh, yeah.
relationship.
It's
he's,
fucking-
Unrequited
I'm
love.
so
yeah,
jealous.
yeah. He's madly in love with her. And,
Yeah.
and she can't make up her mind.
I know. It sucks.
Yeah,
You know, it's like a will they, won't they? And it just stinks.
yeah.
It's I have no like I don't know, cause like you guys really have this like brother sister like connection,
Yeah.
even though like
Hey,
you guys, yeah, I know that
hey,
sounds
hey,
fucking
Hey,
wild.
what the fuck?
I know,
No.
like it
Alex.
just huh?
You got a problem with my fucking girl?
Hey, bro, chill out.
You got a problem with my fucking girl?
Hey, bro,
dude?
I'm in the work in progress of my own, so it's all
There you
good.
go.
Hey,
You got a
bro.
new
Just know,
lady?
just know, I'm Mr. Steal Your Girl. Out
I'll
here,
remember
so.
it when your Triangle Comedy Facebook post gets 2 likes.
Do you have a new lady?
So I'm talking to somebody right now. Yeah,
Nice.
I'm back in the game.
How'd you meet?
Funny enough, they I had met them through here, like in the podcast circle. They came
Oh,
on.
That's
like, an
great.
episode.
Nice.
They were on an episode of like
Very
one of
cool.
the
Oh,
studios.
so are you
podcasts.
like nervous she's gonna listen to this?
Oh, no.
Cool.
That's great.
Yeah, there's like the thing that I'm starting to learn is that I should not be afraid of anything when it comes to like being in a relationship, because it's all
Yeah.
based on you,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So like if you're not putting out the energy that you want, then it's just gonna fail, right?
That's good.
So like I just kind of started looking at things like, oh, if they're not rocking with me, then leave.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, get out of my face.
That's good. I feel like that's a better mentality since the last time I saw you. I feel like you were like, yeah, it's never going to work out. Everything sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing
And
that
I feel
I've
like
been
you made it over.
Your hair has got significantly less emo.
yeah, I look like fucking Peso Puma. Like fucking they call me Peso Mucho.
Who's that?
By the way, congrats on getting the Doritos. Those shoes are fresh, dude. Are you wearing them
thank
right
you.
now? Oh,
No, I took a break. Gary got mad at me for wearing them at every comedy show.
Look, I think Gary was jealous.
Yeah, he's incredibly
jealous.
jealous.
Because he was like, listen, I have the best shoes, but when you wear those, now there's a debate.
Well, now he has them.
Oh, he does? Oh,
Yeah,
right, yeah.
so,
he just
so
got
now
them.
now we can be twinsies at the shows.
Right, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but dude, Gary's shoe collection, man, I fucking want it, dude. Like
it's
he's
pretty
got
good.
some crazy
Yeah.
sneaks.
I'd have that
I
many
just got
shoes.
these ones, dude. I got the.
Oh,
Yeah.
which
Well, what
dunks
are those? The Nike 11s?
These are the
I like those. Those are really nice.
tight boots. Thank you.
Oh,
thank
wow.
Yeah.
You. Yeah.
I'd have a bunch of shoes like Gary, but I'm poor and I can't. Yeah,
yeah.
I got to spend all my money on cigarettes for next week.
yeah.
But no, you're absolutely correct. Like the last time we talked about relationships, like my shit was fucking rock, dude. I was talking to this girl that didn't even know what she wanted. Like we were going back and forth.
So what was her problem?
So we used to work together at AT&T, and she was afraid that if other people knew that we were a thing, that it could affect her job and my
Right.
job.
I hate that.
And so she just said we should cool off, and I was pretty sad about it. I was
She
actually
chose a career at AT&T over you, Alex. She's a dumbass.
so she she went and we kind of just separated. I was super fucking bummed out about it. Like I was like, damn, like
Yeah.
we were right here in our relationship, and it just went right down.
Right.
And I was like, fuck. Well, all that hard work is gone. And then a couple days
What
later,
the fuck
she
are
ended.
you looking at, Jack?
Your eyes, your beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful
yeah.
eyes,
My
Chris. You
beautiful
got your
brown
yeah,
eyes.
you're
Yeah.
you're very handsome, man.
Thank
Sorry, what were you
No,
saying?
but like a couple days later, she she ended up seeing this other dude that she was talking to while she was talking to me, which is fair. Like, it's fair game. We're not exclusive. And she ended up, she's still with the dude for a year. And
Nice.
we've still been talking like as best friends. Like she wanted to be my friend. And
Yeah.
then, but there was like blurred line there. Like I didn't know.
They're about to get a doo-doo. All right.
We were, we would talk, but we would talk like we were like dating.
Yeah.
And then I'd feel weird about it. Like I didn't know what the fuck I should feel. Like should I be happy that you're still talking to me? Like
Right.
you want to like do something or like?
Right. But now you met someone new.
Well, I met someone new, but
Got a
I
new
met
thing.
someone new in the process of getting over her.
That's good
Right.
though.
Because like I said, that whole year battle was just being like, I really want her, but I know it's not right.
Alex, I'll tell you this right now. As your friend, whoever has your back and your best interest in mind, I have their back. But if they don't, I'm all out against them.
And it sucks because like everybody was to all my friends, like everybody here at the studio was like, yo, she's not good. Like she's not about it. Like if she lets you down like that and then is like telling you, oh, another thing she told me, she was like, I think you and my boyfriend would be really good friends. I was like,
That's
"Ugh."
tough.
I was like,
That's not even subtle.
yeah, I was like,
Jack's
"Ugh."
actually in a similar situation.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But yeah, you were talking to someone.
I was talking to somebody.
He was talking to a girl who had a boyfriend, but she liked him. She liked him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
And
yeah.
Jack was like,
Yeah, I'm what you call a fucking dumbass. Now that's
No.
actually the Webster dictionary term for me.
you weren't a dumbass. He met a gal. He met a broad.
Yeah, as
and
we like to call.
She had a boyfriend. They were doing long distance.
This
He
broad had
lived
a
in
long distance
Seattle.
boyfriend,
In Seattle, right?
lived in Seattle.
But then she kept hanging out with you, but nothing inappropriate.
No, not at all. I mean, I was a gentleman, but like,
She was testing the water for sure.
which
She
I
was
don't,
like,
which
wanna
I don't
see-
like. After a while, you feel like you're being used for attention.
She was like, I'm going to see what this guy's about. And then she was like, I think this guy's autistic. I'm just kidding.
Hey, what the fuck, Chris? What the fuck is that supposed to
She's
mean?
like, I'm going to test the waters and see what this guy.
Whoa, this water is
guy's
full of
about.
autism.
And every time, like, they hung out like 4 times in a row. And she's like, how was your
Yeah,
day?
Chris was actually there in the distance.
And Jack just kept saying Jimi Hendrix facts.
Yeah. I'm like, did
Really?
you know when he played the Monterey Pop Festival in '67? That's the first time he took acid.
And
Oh, but if
she
a
was
woman
like-
likes if a lady likes music though, that's fire.
It is fire.
I'm not autistic.
Well, the last conversation we had, you said you wanted to get tested for
Okay,
autism.
yeah, I want to get tested.
Which is such an autistic thing to say.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I feel the same way.
No, I
wanna-
think I'm gonna go get tested for autism. Not joking. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna show up to the office, and then they're gonna take me to the testing room. I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna be like, okay, where's the test? Why is there a train set in here?
And it's at this point in the podcast where your fans are going to start commenting.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that fucking guy's autistic as shit.
You don't even know what autism is.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
what it is.
Hey, do you like stacking cans and listening to Motley Crue?
Yeah. Or do you just like looking at cans?
Yeah, I mean, I like looking at cans. You know me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know me.
Do you like getting bored and coloring your Bojangles box with a Sharpie?
Yeah, right. I don't even know.
That's just sick.
Do you think you're actually going to get tested?
Yeah, I will. If I get the results, though, it'll be private.
If it's free, I'll do it.
I'll get it framed.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna test me for autism, and I'm gonna score so high on my Scantron that they're gonna be like, "Okay, we got a Beyblade tournament in the basement here. You want in?
Yeah.
Yeah, $50 buy-in."
What if you go and you get tested and it's like $250 and they're like, yeah, you don't have it. And you just spend all that money. But then I guess you would have clarity.
Clarity?
That you aren't autistic?
Well, I'm not gonna. I think some places do it for free. That's what I heard.
I feel like if I
Jack's like, yeah, it's usually $300, but I got a guy.
Chris
down in
thinks
Chapel
that if
Hill.
you spend money, what you get is better. That's why he wears Birkenstocks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like, what
I've never seen you in Birkenstocks.
if you were to find out that you were autistic after living a life knowing that you were normal, would you be mad? Because,
First
like,
thing I do, screech.
Yeah, right.
You understand me?
Yep, I get what
I
you're
gotta
saying.
let it all out.
Yep.
But then, like, you think about it, it's like, oh, well, I mean, I've thought I was normal this entire time, and you're just gonna live your life knowing that, but with extra benefits because you get like disability.
No,
checks
but
and shit.
truly, I'm okay with myself, and at the end of the day, that's always my goal, is to be more okay with myself.
Well, that honestly, that girl, I'd never met her. I don't know what
Yeah.
she's like, but from
She's my
exper-
old ball and chain.
from my experience,
That's hilarious to just call a woman that hung out with you once.
oh, you're ball and chain.
She's my
Yeah,
old
yeah,
ball
you
and chain. She's my old woman.
she don't got much to say, but she makes a mean peach cobbler.
Yeah. That's great to like just meet a woman, like you're in line at the mall and you have like a 5-minute
Yeah, like a
conversation.
kiosk.
And someone else walks up and you're like, this is my old ball and chain.
That's usually how I get women.
Yeah.
You understand? That's
But
my
like-
move.
But do you guys still talk? Like, are you guys friends? At
Nah.
least? No. Okay, see, that's where we differentiate because I'm still friends with this person. We're like really close friends.
That's
like,
good.
If I want to put my energy into someone romantically and they don't respond, and I feel that I've wasted that, then probably I won't be friends after, unless they're like a remarkable person.
Yeah, like in my perspective, it's like when somebody apologizes for things that they know that they did wrong, like for one hurting your feelings and like stuff like that. Me personally, like if you know what you did was wrong and you're gonna apologize for it, I'll forgive you.
That's
know?
good.
'Cause-
I'm a raging Italian. So
Yeah.
usually if a relationship ends, we don't talk.
yeah.
I think that's good.
Because I've invested too many emotions.
See,
Yeah.
I'm an Irishman.
Yeah.
So what I'd do if I was still drinking was I'd hit the bottle. But now that I don't have that, I just got to sulk.
I
Yeah.
thought you were about to say I'd hit that. I was about to be like,
Yeah.
damn, it just took a turn.
No.
And you're also an Irishman in the sense of
Yeah.
even if nothing's wrong, you're gonna hit the bottle.
Yeah, pretty much. You should meet my uncle. Okay. Yeah.
But like in there's a difference between her and then Susie, the girl that I went with to Tennessee. Like
Man's been getting
Is
pussy.
this
like she
Hell yeah.
like she was angry at me and she
Can you
didn't
give
wanna-
me a little context?
I'll
Is
give you a little
Susie the
context.
one you're with now?
No, Susie is not the one I'm with now.
Okay.
Susie was the one that I don't know if you
Yeah, take us through these broads.
Okay. Susie
Oh.
Susie is the one that I went with in Tennessee. She's the one that really started like my whole depression thing. Like
Yeah.
I took her to comedy shows. Like she's met some of my comic friends, and
This was when you started to realize you get no respect.
yeah,
Right.
essentially, like because like
Whenever Jack puts his hands together, he's cooking up something.
But no,
I
I'm
don't
chilling.
know what he's about. Okay.
I'm waiting to hear Alex talk
But, like,
about.
But like we went on this Tennessee trip, we had fun. On the last night, she got drunk and another guy got drunk and made out with her in front of me.
I remember that.
After
That's
knowing,
fucked.
that
I would have
told her-
been enraged.
I was, but I mean, I was like, I'm gonna be cool about it.
I get no respect. I bring this broad all the way to Tennessee. Now she's boozing, kissing another guy.
You're telling me I took you to Olive Garden. And
Yeah.
then you're making out with my friend.
You're telling me I brought you here for the breadsticks and mine later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah. No.
But yeah, like, and then he got drunk, passed out. I had to take him upstairs. She asked me to do that, and then she slipped into bed with him and slept with him.
What a piece of shit.
I know, right?
And you still talk to this girl?
No, we're
Okay, good.
far
Fuck
from
her,
over.
dude.
Yeah, like, and then a couple weeks later, I took her out to an open mic at Haymaker.
Yeah.
It was the roasting one, the one that I got the clip of.
Was I
Brandy.
there?
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
there.
I enjoy yelling abuse at Heckle Mike.
And I got a little like tipsy, and I let her know like, "Hey, I'm about to go home." She's like, "You didn't drink, did you?" And I was like, "I did drink a couple." We got into like a little like argument,
Yeah.
and then next day she sent me a text and she's like, "I just don't want you to be angry at me for something that I didn't do, and I don't want to be friends anymore." And I was like, "Ah, fuck, that sucks."
What do you
Like,
mean something she didn't do?
Well, because she still was on the thing where she was like, "Oh, Alex is probably still angry that I did this on a trip." You know, like she just didn't. It sounded like she didn't want to like
Sounds
be
like
there, like and,
Emotional abuse.
yeah, exactly. And so she just like was like, "I just don't want to be the one that you lash out on, like this and that." And I was like, "I'm not lashing out on anybody. I don't think I've ever gotten mad with her. Maybe just once for the charger that she lost.
Right.
Yeah, which and it wasn't even
How
that
can
mad.
you get mad at her? You guys worked at the AT&T store.
No. That's
Oh.
another girl. That's
Jack, get these broads in order.
yeah. So
I got these broads all
Susie's-
mixed up.
Yeah.
So yeah, after Susie kind of just told me to go fuck myself,
She changed the name of this podcast to A Side Up Pussy.
after that, I met my best friend.
Nice.
I met my friend who I won't name because she probably will feel really weird if I named
Sure.
her. But we worked together. We were really
Michelle
cool.
Obama?
She was one of the first people that I've ever had like tell me that they liked me as well, like have the same energy,
I love that for you.
which is cool because I've never had that happen.
You're like me. I'm the same way as you. I have so much love and romantic energy to give, but I also have all of this neurotic doubt of myself. What did you say, Chris?
Proceed. That was a good thought.
I know.
Did you say neurotic?
I'm neurotic. I'm doubtful of myself. I like who I am, though. I'm a good person. I think, right? I'm afraid to say that on podcast now because the comment section is going to be.
It's like the thing that was my biggest worry about ever getting into a relationship was, am I going to be good enough for them? That was my
Really?
worry. That was my biggest
That's your
worry.
number one worry?
That was.
You're a great
Wow.
guy.
Now it's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely like me. I put myself on a high pedestal now because
Right.
one, I'm attractive, dude. I'm fucking hot. I'm a fat, hot
fuck
dude.
yeah,
You
dude.
are.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
you
like
are.
that. No question
yeah.
about it. Like I look at other big people and I'm like, you wish you were me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah. Like I can go to the mall and buy.
I think
clothes.
my number one fear of a relationship is I'm 28, so it's like I think my number one fear would be like, are we gonna date until I'm 36 and then we're gonna break up? And now I'm 36, and then I have to start
Real.
over at 36. I think that's a big fear.
You think I'm autistic?
No, I don't think you're autistic. But you think you are.
I suspect things.
Right. You just looking in the mirror every day like,
No, listen, there's no. Okay. It's either I have autism or for some reason, if you give me a blank map of the world, I can name every single country.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right? What is that?
You just point to like Tennessee and you're like, this is Bangkok.
Yeah. Pretty much. But no, I don't know how I feel. I'm just messing around. I'm
No,
not
I know.
But yeah, the girl that I worked with at AT&T, like she's sweet, she's cool. Like I said, the only person that I've ever met that has ever apologized for hurting my feelings. Like
Nice.
that was really cool.
That's sweet of her.
And yeah, I mean, like I said, like she had told me she never wanted me to be a back pocket, and unfortunately, I waited a whole year thinking that I would be the back pocket, and it just never came. And I was just
What's
like,
back pocket?
back pocket's like when
It's like a third option.
Yeah,
right?
like like
Spare tire.
Yeah.
And so
Spare tire sounds way
Yeah,
worse.
that's fucking wild.
Hey, she's my spare tire. I keep on, in the trunk of my car.
But yeah, like I waited, and like at some point I was just like, I need to do something for myself. Like I can't keep waiting out for somebody that is, could do the same thing that she was doing to me to another dude. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that would have ever happened. Like, that's no disrespect to her character.
These
or anything like
hoes are not loyal, Alex. That's what I've been trying to say.
You know what I've learned about my current relationship though, which has been pretty cool. So we've been dating for 7 months, and the girl that we were never dating, but we were talking. We were talking for like 4 or 5 months. And it was good, but we always had these little arguments about a bunch of things. And then the relationship that I'm in now, I'm like, oh, we don't have any of that. So it's funny because you can be in a relationship and you're like, oh, we have all these arguments, we have all these problems. But when you're in a good relationship, all that it just like disappears. Of course, there's arguments even when you're in a healthy relationship. But for me, like all that like went away.
But like an argument in like a healthy relationship shouldn't be like past like a yelling point, like an argument could just be like a small disagreement, like oh hey, where did you put I guess in this case like the laundry detergent? You're like, oh, I put it up there, and then it's not there, and then what? That's a small argument.
Sounds like my parents.
Yeah.
Like, it's I don't know. I'm always looking for peace in a relationship. I'm never looking for like in a something to exploit. Like
You know what I'm looking for? A warm bed and a bottle of NyQuil. I don't know. I just settled on that at the end. I'm not actually.
And a bottle of NyQuil.
Yeah, the warm bed for sleeping and the NyQuil for sleeping.
Nice. That's the lyrics to your next song.
Yeah, I'm a
A
musician.
warm bed and a bottle of NyQuil.
I'm a hobo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write some hobo blues. I'm sorry, I don't mean to derail.
no, it's okay.
I don't know that much about relationships, so it's
warm
like
bed.
I gotta say shit like this so I can feel included. But you're talking about
Jack, who was your first crush?
Who was my first crush? Probably Freddie Mercury. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I was like obsessed with Queen when I was like 13. And my parents even pulled me aside and they're like, "Are you?"
They were like,
"Are you?" And I'm like, "Am I?" No, I was like, I don't know.
Dude, who was I obsessed with? I was obsessed with fucking electronic music back in the day. Like Daft Punk was like
Your
always
first crush was Aphex Twin.
dude. Like I like. It's weird telling people this. Like my first album ever, like the one that I physically remember, was a Korn album. The first Korn album. I don't know if you guys know that band.
I know Korn.
I know Korn. Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
Woodstock 1999.
Like it's crazy for like to think like a 5-year-old listening to Korn.
Blind by Korn is awesome.
Yeah, right.
That song rips.
Fucking bangs. Do you remember like your very first album?
Yeah.
That like I enjoyed
Yeah.
listening to. I'm gonna be honest.
It's gonna be really bad.
Is embarrassing,
What is
but
it?
I gotta be honest.
Ooh.
I remember when I was like 5,
Uh-huh.
I used to be obsessed with like NSYNC.
Okay. No, there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that.
You were gay when you were 5. That's
JT,
okay.
Yeah, I was really into it.
You're a little fruity 5-year-old.
Bum, bum, bum,
You know what's
bum,
crazy?
bum.
My sister actually had, my older sister had one of the toys, the
Bro,
dolls.
I had the dolls that on strings. I had everything.
Yeah, I used to like steal them and like just play like with them
Yeah.
as like a kid, and
Yeah.
I was they were like genuine fun because they were the only toys that like really had like opposable like movable parts.
That was my first thought where I was like, oh, I'm really interested in show business because they put on a show.
Mm-hmm.
They go up there, they're singing the dance.
Why are you talking like a promoter from 1957?
Yeah, I was there. I was really into the whole show.
Yeah,
business.
I like they got the dancers, they got the singer, and I'm back there with a brown paper bag full of cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
You want to be my manager, Chris?
I remembered a moment in elementary school where I realized I was the weird kid when one day in my 3rd grade class, my 3rd grade teacher, who to this day is my favorite teacher of all time, Miss Kovac.
My third grade teacher was my favorite teacher.
Miss Kovac, I wonder where she is. She was fucking so
My
kind to
third
me.
grade teacher was fine. She was whatever.
She
Second grade was better. But
she'd let us. We'd have an hour of just playtime where we just do whatever, and she'd put on like music in the background. She'd let us bring our own CDs. Everybody would bring in like High School Musical or like Kids Bop, shit like that. I brought in Gorillaz 2001.
Sick.
I brought in that album, and my teacher, who is also a very big fan of Gorillaz, came up to me and was like, "I know you like this music. I love this music. We can't play this for the kids. Like we can't play this for everybody else."
Oh, you were just way cooler.
is that the
That doesn't make you
album
weird.
where it's like boom, 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 boom.
I
Chris,
think
are you a
no.
beatboxer?
No, that's
What was
Demon
that?
Days. I know what song you're
Where
not.
it's
Feel
like,
good.
It's like
Feel
yeah,
good.
yeah, that's not it.
Yeah, that's it. No,
Oh,
it's
it
not. 2001's like the.
So it's Gorillaz. It was a different album though.
Yeah, that was like Demon Days Gorillaz was like the best album they've ever
Yeah.
made. 2001 is like my favorite one because that had what was it? Fuck, how the fuck am I blanking?
Hotel California.
No.
No, Jack.
So the first music I got into was like from the 60s and 70s. Like my
Okay.
first band obsession was Queen in the 6th grade, and then I moved on
To acid.
like The Doors, Led Zeppelin, Hendrix, and then later like blues and all that. But it took me a while to actually listen to music that like, is contemporary to us, right?
Please tell him the first drug you ever did was 2 tabs of acid.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I did.
Isn't that insane?
First drug,
That's insane.
first time I got high. It was the night of my 17th birthday.
17 years old.
Yeah,
He has no drug
I
experience.
turned 17
And he
high on
takes-
acid.
acid
Yeah,
alone.
Wow.
yeah, it was pretty sick. No,
I didn't
I
take acid till like last year
acid
for the first time.
Did
Listen,
you like it?
I
It
don't
was
like
so fucking fun.
Yeah.
But like, cause like I'm nerdy, so like I get to like I watch anime, like I play video games, like doing
Yeah.
all that shit on acid, way more fun.
You know what I like to do when I took acid?
What?
Jerk off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now since they
Did
changed
you
the
really?
yeah, now since they changed the laws on Pornhub, I'm not going to put in my ID.
It's really not the laws though. It's just just find any other website.
I bet you
Like
that
that
shit
one.
felt like that scene in Ratatouille where like Remy's eating the different foods and like the colors are popping off.
It was kind of like piloting a spaceship with my joystick.
Yeah. I like you were probably just like doing something else in your room, but in your brain you're like, no, I'm jerking off.
Yeah, no, I was listening to a lot of Hendrix, Pink Floyd on acid, and I don't take acid anymore because there's no reason to be high for 14 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do take it, listen to Jimi Hendrix. His music was made on
Bow.
and designed for that shit.
Do you remember that song I sent you that was an electronic song that I told you was from sampled an AC/DC bass line?
I do remember that. I liked that song, and I still have it saved.
That album I listened to while on acid, and it was incredible.
That sounds like a good album.
It's a really good.
Do you remember
album.
that band?
Which
You have
one?
to send me the song again.
Oh, Justice. Yeah.
Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song. That Justice song.
Mhm. Yeah. That.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I
That
don't know.
acid was very fun to me. I wouldn't do it often like I do like weed.
Yeah.
Like, but it was very fun. I'd have to say my acid experience was very fun.
Nice.
And there were certain points in that trip where I was like, this is something scary. Like we were watching like a scary movie. There's like this Netflix TV show called Black Summer. It's a zombie TV show, and it's fucking intense. It's like zombies that are in that movie 30 Days Later,
Yeah.
and they move really fast. They change really quick. Like it's fucking crazy,
Damn.
and it's very intense. It's a very intense show. But
Speaking
watching
of zombies, did you watch? I just watched Society of the Snow on Netflix.
no, but I did want to see that.
Bro,
Is
you
it nuts?
gotta watch
What's
It's
it
nuts.
about?
It's based on a true story. You would actually love it. It's based on a real story.
Is it about
of-
cocaine?
No, but listen to this. This is
Okay.
insane. It's a true story about in 1972 there was
I'm in.
a rugby team from Uruguay.
Yeah.
And they were flying. I think they were supposed to get to Chile, but like right before the plane legit crashed, half the people on the plane died.
Damn.
Right? They're stuck in the mountains, covered in snow.
Yeah.
Long story short, they actually got help. They survived, but they were in these snowy mountains with half of a plane, like just trying to stay alive. They were there for 71 days
Damn.
with barely food, barely anything.
No
Holy
podcast.
shit.
And the only reason why they lived was because they by like the 8th day, they started just like eating the dead people.
Holy
It's a true story.
Oh, that's so fucking wild.
Bro, it's insane.
disturbing.
I thought it was really good.
You know what I would...
It's hard, like that shit's hard to watch, but it's the concept.
real.
And then at the end of the movie, they show you like someone, a dude on a plane had a camera. And like literally when the podcast ends, if we want, we can Google it. They have the real photos of like they're just like outside and like it's insane. Bro.
Oh my
it's
God.
insane.
Dude, like
Worst summer camp ever.
you would think that like it would last you a couple days longer before it even got to that point, but 8 days
Yeah,
is
something
fast
like
as
that.
shit.
And I'll be honest, if I'm in the grocery store and I see a bigger person, I'm like, that could be dinner.
Yeah. Yeah, Jack.
Jack confirmed cannibal.
Jack Chrissy the cannibal.
No, I'm not saying I've done it. I've just, that feed a whole family.
That is something you would do. Like
You like
them.
them? You like them eating well
cannibalize
Mexican?
somebody? Is that,
No, not
is that
that.
something I do,
No,
Chris?
but I can see you in like a Harris Teeter, and you're like, "Excuse me, fat man." Just want to let you know something that I've been thinking about.
Top of the morning, pork
if it
belly.
was- yeah. I would eat you.
Yeah.
if I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think I'm autistic?
No, I keep telling you no.
I know.
But yeah, that's so fucking crazy though. Like,
Best movie I've
All right.
seen of 2024.
it's a movie.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
on
okay.
Netflix.
All right, nacho Doritos or Cool Ranch Doritos?
Nachos.
Dude.
You like?
duh.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
all right.
duh.
Listen, dog. Like I'm fat. I like them both. The spicy nacho.
I'm getting a
Doritos.
Baja Blast. Is what I'm getting.
I love Baja Blast. Baja Blast makes me
Yeah, we
excited.
know you fucking.
Chris. Okay, let's take a moment here to talk about your latent homophobia. You think just because a Jen enjoys a Baja Blast, he's out there, you know, with men?
It's not that. It's I don't appreciate your. You keep telling people you're going to Thailand to get guest spots, but the reality is you're going to get Baja.
Fuck off.
Blast.
No, I'm not. Dude, when I first told Chris about the Thailand trip, he definitely didn't believe it. And he's like, Jack, are you going out to Bangkok to basically play the idiot box? Not to bring up a name, but it was so funny you said that.
Yeah.
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 I'm so excited.
No, and that's what I love about you because that was I said, "Are you going there to play the idiot box?"
Yeah.
And in your head, you're like, "No, Chris, this is the Apollo. I'm going there."
Chris, I'm going to
play
Harlem.
I'm going to play the Apollo of Bangkok.
The Apollo?
Yes.
What, like Apollo Creed?
No, the Apollo Theater.
Oh, yeah.
No, Jack, you're going there to play the Apollo Creed.
Jack, there is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
What am I going to do when I
There
get
is-
to Bangkok and it doesn't even exist?
No, it is.
That's
it's a
going to
real
be
place.
crazy.
I'm just curious to know when you're like on day 12 and you're like, I have a month and a half left.
I met the comic that went over there before me for 2 months. We got lunch. Davidson Boswell, shout him out. New York City comic, very
He was
funny.
in North Carolina.
Yeah, we got lunch. He just got back from Thailand, and he was telling me it does get lonely.
I bet.
But I'm excited. This will be the first time in my life that I'll be able to just do comedy and focus on that without having to like go to a job or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I got to
then-
go
but
to
then you're gonna-
Asia for this opportunity.
But then you're gonna realize like, yeah, but I'm also in Thailand, so I can't just like wake up and get an iced coffee.
Apparently in Thailand, the drug laws are different. There's no like FDA, so you can just walk into a pharmacy and buy codeine.
Really?
Yeah, I've written this all down, and I'm just fucking around. But
Yeah, I also heard that if you go next door to that store, you could also buy unlicensed militia arms as well.
What?
Yeah, like you can get like M4A ones.
And did you know those same massage parlors they have here at Food Line strip malls? They're all over the place in Bangkok.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
With extra benefits.
Extra benefits.
This kind of reminds me of when I moved to Long Island.
Yeah.
And I would go up to like the Long Island comics and I would be like, "Hey, how you fellas doing?" And they would be like, "We don't sound like that."
Dude, Thailand just sounds like a cheaper strip club to me.
Yeah.
And it's
Dude,
I'd
it
have to go.
sounds sick.
I'd have to go. I need my redemption
It
arc.
sounds sick.
I'm excited, dude. This is going to be...
No, genuinely, dude, this is like a lifetime opportunity. I'm glad you're taking it.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're like.
By the way, Genuine, my favorite rapper.
That's 3 bombs in a row, brother.
No, I like bombing. I don't know if you've noticed, but I think it's funny.
Yeah, every now and then it's good.
No, yeah, like I mean, it's part of the art. You can't
It's
avoid
part
it.
of the art for sure. Yeah.
And that my biggest thing about like we're about to get back on the whole comedy thing is that like I hate like I know sometimes like we get upset after a bomb. I just hate when people get real upset.
Oh.
Yeah, that mopey shit.
Like they don't want to talk to you or anything like that.
Yeah, like they just lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is the problem?
Like I understand that it's upsetting. It really is. Like we all felt that way. A comic is the one person that would relate the most. So like I just feel like when people get angry and like they just like storm out, it's like, well.
I heard someone explain that really well where they said nobody gives more of a shit about jokes and their own jokes than a comic.
Mm-hmm.
And if their jokes bomb, they feel terrible about themselves because they have themselves invested in that material, right? Where otherwise I feel like there should be a healthy level of detachment between the comic and the material because it's simply just a joke meant to entertain. Right? It's not who you are necessarily. And
like, what was it? Last night at the Dirty Bull, it was a brand new comic. I've never seen him before.
Eddie Pepitone.
I don't know his I don't know his name, but like the first thing that this guy did was he went up to the mic and was like he started doing hand farts with his
classic
hand.
bit.
He just started going,
a classic.
He was like,
bit. And it should have been destroying.
Yeah.
But it didn't. And then halfway, like after his 5th hand fart, he goes, "All right, you guys aren't fucking with this. I'm sorry." I'm just like, bro, what the fuck was that?
What a strong opener.
I was like, okay, bet. And
I
then
don't think I can do that.
And then right after him, somebody who has never done comedy.
Stop taking that guy's act.
I've stolen his act.
This woman comes up. It's her very first time doing stand up.
Oh yeah.
Like
and then she starts actually farting.
In my opinion, she crushed.
Yeah.
Was
she gassy though?
Yeah.
But like she did pretty good for like a very first time. Like her stage presence was there. Like sure, obviously jokes.
It's all downhill from there.
I remember my first time I was just talking really fast.
Me too.
Talking so fast.
Right.
I think I got like a few petty laughs, like a few laughs here and there. But it was just, I remember the one thing I was talking very, very fast.
Mm-hmm. I think I was moving around a lot in my first time.
You do move around a lot. I don't know if you still do that, but.
Well, the last thing that I did was Vault, and I mean, that stage is small.
Here's the thing with things like that, like moving around a lot and stuff. It's like, that's not necessarily a bad thing. And it could be a component of just who you are. Mm-hmm. And I think sometimes I get annoyed because sometimes comics will like give me notes and I'm like, that some things are not necessarily a bad thing. It's like that could just be who you are. Mm-hmm. Whereas like of course there's things that, you know, maybe you shouldn't do, but like moving around a lot on stage, it's like, if you feel comfortable doing that, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I feel like there's a difference between, you know, like getting the whole, like feeling out the whole stage versus you moving around because you're nervous. Like you can easily tell. I know for me, like I was very shaky. I was always hot. Like I was like really hot on the stage. Like I felt like a nervous breakdown. And then it just went away. I remember like the first time I went up, I was at the Halcyon mic, and it was before I got called the Black Mic. And then, interesting name, by the way.
Dude, I remember when they renamed that mic the Black Mic. It was like to remind people they were still doing it. And I went there that night, and they had Hayden Folger hosting it. And I like Hayden. He's a friend. Mm-hmm. But Hayden just did a black scent the entire time. And it wasn't cool at all.
Oh, no.
I mean, but I'll give it to him. I suppose that's on brand, right?
I would assume so, yeah. Like, Hayden's very...
Is that mic still going on?
God,
I don't think
hope
so.
not.
There's no way. There's no way.
That mic died silently.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It needed to die.
When they used to do it on the patio, I don't know if you were there for that.
2020 on the patio during COVID.
Yeah, that was fun.
I had seen photos of it on the patio. I never.
A train would pass by every 20 minutes.
That was the only thing that was annoying. Yeah. That was when I saw Jack over 2020, and I said, Jack, you don't look so good.
Yeah.
And I go, you look like you haven't been sleeping.
Yeah, I was boozing.
Were you really boozing?
Oh yeah.
Well, you told me this was Jack's. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this was Jack's favorite thing to do in 2020. He would get in his car. He would drive around because no one was on the road.
It's true.
And he would chain smoke a pack of cigarettes in his car.
Oh.
Driving.
Yeah, I
around.
remember in 2020, no job, unemployment benefits, 3 a.m. downtown Raleigh. I bought
This
a
isn't
whole.
a bit. This is
This is
thing.
real life. I bought a whole pack of Black American spirits because someone told me those are the strongest, and I chain smoked them all nonstop. By the time I got out of the car, I had ash all in my lap. And then I walked in the gas station, and I don't know if you. I was so high on nicotine, I felt like I was floating.
Oh, I know
Yeah.
that feeling. Yeah.
And then I got a cookout tray.
And then you threw up everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, the last because I know chain smoking a box of cigarettes is not fun afterwards. Because the last time
No.
I've done something like that was the trip back from Tennessee, and I was like,
Yeah.
bro, like the next couple of days, my throat was so sore.
I
was
like to
bruh.
chain smoke if I'm on a road trip, like solo. Like that's what I like. If I don't normally buy a pack, but I'll get a pack if I'm going somewhere.
Yeah,
You know, like blowing out the window, you're going down the highway, you're listening to like Johnny Cash or some shit.
yeah now yeah, I don't really buy cigarettes anymore. It's all about vaping now.
Yeah,
Vaping? I
vaping's
don't like
very
vaping.
nice.
No,
I love
vaping's
it.
terrible.
I don't do it often anymore, but
But like when you need it, like it's like
Yeah.
convenient. It's convenient to have it there. But it's also like I'm not saying it's a good idea for you to go get vapes. Don't get vapes.
I
if
had
you
to stop
don't need to.
vaping. It was making me gender fluid.
yeah.
I'd get about 8 rips in, and I'm like, I'm feeling like a woman.
I thought gender fluid was you just you're just a being.
What?
That's,
No,
or am I wrong?
You're
like,
wrong.
Like you're just a.
Gender fluid is like you switching between.
Oh, you keep going back
male
and
or female.
forth?
Yeah, like one day you'll feel
Yeah.
masculine, the next day you'll.
non-binary is the one where you're like I'm a being.
Yeah,
Right.
non-binary
Yeah.
is when you're the it. You know.
Right. Those are his favorite. Hey.
Excuse me? No, gender fluid is what they put in like truck brakes. I thought I'd learn. You see, I'm the queer one of our comedy duo. So, Chris has to know.
It's either blue or pink on.
Hey,
on
this
the shirt.
18-wheeler needs
Hey.
some gender fluid. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I used to work on 18-wheelers. I'd pour the gender fluid in there, and then I'd, blow a trucker.
Your brakes are out. You got to drive to the nearest Starbucks.
This bit is
and
terrible.
get some gender fluid.
What would okay? Can you do for me an impression of a trucker whose 18-wheeler is out of gender fluid?
Hey, one venti gender fluid. With all them.
Nice.
Thank you. It's going in my car.
Well, listen,
Nice.
guys. I think I've had a lot of fun today.
This was
Thank
all
you so
great.
much.
It's an absolute. It's always a pleasure to get to chat it up with you lads.
Yeah,
Thank
dude,
you,
it's always
sir.
good to see you too. Because you're the homie, but we don't see you that often.
I know. I'm like this year is
You'll
gonna
come
be.
around and then you'll take like 2 weeks off and then you'll
Yeah.
come back around. So anytime we see you, it's like, oh shit.
I'm always happy to see you.
Oh, I appreciate that, guys. Listen, I'm really trying to get back out there. Like,
Yeah, dude.
now that I've got the schedule opened up,
You
like,
should do
I
it,
should
man.
be-
You're a talented
should be
guy.
good.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Oh
you
yeah,
got-
but right before we go, what the fuck happened to your thumb?
Oh, oh yeah. So
You sliced it open and you put it on Instagram.
dude, yeah. So I was cutting. Do you know what Romex wire is?
No.
So Romex wire is the wires that are in the house. So it's what connects everything and gives everything power.
Okay.
There are certain kinds of cables that you have to have.
Jack's locked in. Right now. Yeah.
There's a certain
Yeah.
kind of cable called a UF cable, and that's what they use for dishwashers. That's what they use for kitchen appliances and stuff like that
Yeah.
when it needs to. And they're really thick, and they're really hard to just cut with like a razor blade. So you got to be careful.
I had an ex like that.
Yeah.
And I took a knife, like a razor blade, and I was going slowly. And when we say the knife walked, it just slipped.
Oh,
And it cut the side of my thumb.
fuck.
Now, I'm a big pussy when it comes to like getting hurt. But for whatever reason, like when that happened, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And I was like bleeding. That was like the most I've bled in a
I
while.
have a
Did you have to go to the
related-
hospital?
Nah, I just rubbed some dirt on it and put it
Oh.
in like a duct tape.
I have a
paper.
related story about a time I cut myself really badly. It was on this thumb right here, it also involved me getting fired from Papa John's.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I worked at a Papa John's for 2 weeks in 2020, and I'm in the back. Manager hated me, and he very specifically instructed me how to open up the big can of tomato sauce. This isn't a bit. And I was mad at him, so I was rushing, and I cut my thumb open, and I bled all over the back of this Papa John's. And that's not why I got fired.
Uh-huh.
I thought this story would be more interesting to get into, but yeah.
But no, I know what those fucking
You got to
cans.
suck it up. You have to like when you're at work and you get cut badly and it's all over, that sucks because you really have to like, and then you have that like feeling like you're hurt, you know?
See, the cut didn't hurt as bad.
Yeah, you're like, ow. That's never good.
The cut didn't
No,
hurt
bad.
The cut didn't hurt as much as the alcohol that I had to put on it to clean it. That fucking I hate when that happens.
Was it proper 12?
But no, like I said, guys, it's been a pleasure having you guys.
Yes,
Can I
thank
plug
you
some
so
shows?
much.
Yeah, I was about to say, go ahead and plug whatever you guys need. Tell them where they can find you at.
So I got a few shows coming up. On January 27th, I have a comedy showcase I'm hosting and producing at Transfer Co. Ballroom in downtown Raleigh. It's a great event space inside of Transfer Co. Food Hall. Tickets are available on Eventbrite right now. We got some of the best local comedians. Show I'm very excited about is on February 1st. Good Nights Comedy Club. Miles Patton and I, my old friend, are co-hosting an improv-style riff show. Tickets are up on the Good Nights website right now. The show is called Seeing Double. Miles Patton and Jack Chrissy are Seeing Double, and we've got a bunch of local comics they're going to pull out of a bucket on suggestions we wrote, and they're going to riff for about 7-8 minutes, and then we got a featured stand-up comedian, and Miles and I will also be doing like a duo set.
Fuck yeah. It's like the Berkeley show, right?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the test run
Fuck
of what we're
yeah.
doing at Good Nights.
Dude, that show was so fucking fun.
Thanks for doing it.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much for having me on.
You're welcome.
And then
Yeah, dude. Just follow me on Instagram at Chris Rivoli, and I'm just gonna put what I usually do is whatever I'm booked on 2-3 days before I put it on my Instagram story, so you see it. Because I don't have the dates in my head right now. I'm not as good as Jack right now, but yeah, I put everything on my Instagram. So follow me on that and check our podcast. I have the link in my Instagram to These Broads on my page, and we also have the These Broads Instagram account.
Hey,
so
listen to
that we have not
These
been
Broads.
posting, but yes, thank you so much.
No,
Appreciate
absolutely. And for the audience, this is a new year. I want everybody to be on their best behavior this year. A wise man once said, "Who's going to carry the boats?" My name is Alex Schimmel. Thank you for joining me. Have a good one. Peace.
Yep.
That was good. Another one in the books.
Another one.
Another one in the
That was a
books.
good pod.
Yeah, that didn't even feel like.